What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse, and this is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today is the return of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, a game that I did play, but let me explain a little bit. Actually, let me talk about the songs. We're going to be hearing Shin Onigashima from the channel Guild of Center Archive, and then with Mila's Divine Protection Celica Map 1 from Cyber Gemini, requested by Ahmed and Tony Dan. And Tony says, another Smash Bros. Remix from a game before Ultimate. This one has always been a standout. That's the one we're going to be hearing second. Okay. Oh, and also, Ahmed, your link for this song didn't work, so hopefully this one is okay. Okay. So before I get into it, I'm not going to yap for too long. I love Smash Bros. Music. I haven't heard too much of it. But when I said I played this game, I mean, like, I've explained the story already. If you watch my Meta Knight reaction video, but basically, when I was like a teenager, my ex had a Wii and she played this game, so I used to like come over and play it, and that was it. Although we mostly just did the story mode, which I really enjoyed. That was really cool. So I don't know anything really about Smash. I don't know where most of the characters come from. I know Snake and Sonic because those are two consoles I grew up with. But this character, I do remember his name, but I have no idea where he comes from. And I didn't look it up either. I know it was... Oh, crap. I don't want to say the wrong thing now. It was R.O.B, right? And I just assumed that's robot. But I don't know what it stands for or if it's just some kind of play on words. But I don't know what game it comes from. Anyways, I'm going to assume this is the theme of R.O.B. All I care about, really... Oh, and then Abu Amatsu was featured in this game, too. Either way, I'm like totally new to Smash, so it's great. I am aware that most of this game is remixes. I don't know if there's any originals. Anywho, long intro. This is Shin Onigashima. Let me know what that means. From Smash Bros. Brawl. Let's go. The video right before this one was me listening to Guilty Gear, and now this. What is going on today? I don't want to look up anything, so you guys gotta tell me what's up with this character. Where did he come from? Is the music like this in their game? You know what I've noticed? I'll ask later, Oh, is it keyboard time? I love keyboard time. Guitar time and keyboard time. Halftime as well. Whoa. Ooh. Pinch harmonic. Oh my gosh. That was a great solo section. It was a dual solo at the same time. Simultaneous solo. Whoa, no rhythm here, just leads? That's cool. Very 80s. Damn. This was like a final boss theme song or something. Round 2. This is really good. I really like this dual thing going on here. I like that. What the hell, man? Okay, so before I forget, because I know I will, the thing I was going to ask earlier, the thing that kind of popped into my mind, is that are there any original things in Smash, or is it all a celebration and collaboration kind of thing? Like, is there an original character or anything like that? I've always known about Smash because if you grew up in the 90s and 2000s like I did, odds are you had a friend who owned Melee or Brawl, mostly Melee. And like every now and then, like at a party or something, there'd just be like a corner of people playing Melee or something like that. So I've always been around it, you know? And I've always just thought at the time that it was like a Nintendo fighting game. I know there's a whole like I know the rabbit hole goes deep with Smash. I know some people don't even call it a fighting game. It's a party game. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm talking about its music. But I've always was aware. It's like a kind of like a cultural thing, you know. I don't know about the rest of the world, but in the United States, I feel like one in every 5 households has a Smash player or something, you know. Because it's like such a it's very interesting because it's a very casual, friendly game, but it also has such depth and professionalism to it, you know, like the esports side and all that. But like it's a game that like anyone can just pick up and just, you know, play. That's why people call it the party game. Anyways, I never had a main character in this game. Well, I never owned one, right? I never owned a Nintendo console. The only Nintendo I ever owned was a Game Boy Color when that came out, and as of this year, a Switch. So that was gifted to me, you know. So I missed out on all of that. Like I said, the only time I played it was whenever I went to my ex's house, and that's if we decided to play it. So I never had a chance to like main a character or really like dive into it. I think it would be a game I like would really enjoy if I owned one, because I would spend a lot of time with it. Knowing me, I like to kind of get familiar with characters and stuff, and then kind of like expand on that. I just always liked that there was so many games represented that I just always played different ones. I don't know who they were. You know, all I knew was I kind of gravitated towards the characters I knew. So Sonic and Snake and Pikachu, and you know, but I never had like something that like stuck out to me. There was one character named Marth I really enjoyed. I don't even know what game he's from, but I thought he was cool. But I do remember this character, this robot character, right? That song was not what I was expecting whatsoever. That is, it really goes to show you. I don't know what this says about me, but I definitely, I don't know. There was a point in my life. I don't know when it was. I've always liked video game music, but there was times where I definitely just didn't pay attention to it. Again, in my example, X's house, music is probably really, really low. I never even paid attention to like Smash like that. You know, I just knew what it was at surface face value. You know what game I really did play a lot, or not game, but the mode was like that little baseball one with the sandbag. I spent a lot of time in that. And again, the campaign thing. Anywho, for example, when I heard the Meta Knight song, that song was like brand new to me. And because it was basically, you know, and this was brand new to me because if it is a character theme, I guess you have to pick them to hear that. I never did. But I don't know how Smash works. If it's like a traditional fighting game where, well, it's not, I shouldn't say traditional, each fighting game is different, but sometimes you'll hear the character's theme if you're the character or if you're against them. Either way, regardless of all that yapping, I was not expecting a like metal tune like that, and a melodic one at that. That was dope. You know, I just listened to Guilty Gear right before this, so I'm already kind of in like a chug thrashy mood, and then this comes out of nowhere with these really nice like harmonies, like harmony. There was a lot of like 80s guitar in here, and that just tickles me in all the right places. It's got like the speed metal parts, the kind of Iron Maiden guitar solos, but it had this piano in it, not a keyboard, a piano. There was keyboards in it, but like the piano, like the acoustic grand piano doing its thing was really, really nice and kind of going back and forth. There was also that cool little section which you don't hear too often, and that's where there's leads playing, but the rhythm is all gone, besides maybe just the drum part. It feels like very live music, when the drummer's like, yeah, clap, everyone's clapping. That's what that felt like to me. That was really good. But I would have to assume that's a song that already exists. So this is probably arranged by someone. I don't know. That's why I asked earlier, like, does Smash have anything original, whether characters or songs? I do actually, I think I may know the answer, but I think it's just the main theme. Besides the main theme, is there anything that Smash has introduced? Let me know. That was great. This one, it's funny. I just said Marth, and I don't know if that was him or not. I do remember this game had some characters that looked alike. And sorry, I didn't grow up with Nintendo, and excuse my ignorance, but there's just some characters that I remember some of their names. Like there was Ike. There was, like, for example, I remember when I heard Earthbound for the first time, I recognized Ness from this game. I didn't know he was from Earthbound. So I learned a lot in this, doing this. This character, I'm not entirely sure where they're from. And I don't know if that's Marth. I just remember Marth kind of looked like that. But there was a lot of characters that looked the same in this game. Anyways, let's see if it says anything here. Super Smash Bros. Brawl Fire Emblem Gaiden. Okay, so I guess that says that this is a Fire Emblem song. Oh, what was the note here that was listed again? Oh yeah, a game before Ultimate. This one has always been a standout. So I guess this song is also an Ultimate. I've never heard anything from... have I heard anything from Ultimate? I don't think so. Maybe? I don't know. And if it has been like less than... I don't know. Dude, my memory's going away. See, what happens when you listen to thousands and thousands of video game songs in a short amount of time, things get kind of scrambled. Anyways, this is With Mila's Divine Protection, and I think this is a map theme, which I do recognize that stage. So let's see what this is. Is that a fire in the background? Woo! Yes, thank you. Castanets. Wow. Oh man. There's so many genres happening. It's like 4 different genres. This is a stage theme? It's weird being nostalgic for something I played, I yet know nothing about it. dude. The culmination of percussion, hand percussion, electronic, acoustic. Old technology, modern technology. Older melodies, modern melodies. There's like flamenco traits in there, but it's not flamenco. You know? It just has little flavorings. What a great loop too, you know? Is that what is that? Is that a cannon? It's like cut off by the logo. That's cool. Hearing claps and the snare together. Bass section. One note. The power of one note. That's maybe two notes. Da-da-da-da. That's a sick bass line. I already forgot what the first song sounded like. Oh, the metal one, okay. Okay. I'm gonna look up... I'm gonna do the unthinkable here. That right there, that little line, that sounds very like SNES, Genesis era, 16-bit, 16-bit, yeah, 16-bit era. That I don't know, that something about that. All right, for the first time, I'm gonna look up if this is actually Marth. Okay, it is. I was gonna feel really dumb. Nothing I say on this channel should ever be taken as like a fact. Because 9 times out of 10, I have no idea what's going on. And I'll be very transparent and very honest if I've experienced it in some way, some capacity, whatever, like I did with this game. But remember when I was, I don't even know how old I was, 16, yeah. When this game was, well, or at least when I played it, and not played any Nintendo, I didn't recognize any of the characters besides the one I just mentioned. So there was a lot of characters I remember that like had this, they just had a sword. I remember I got confused. You know, Link was in it. Kid Icarus. There was Meta Knight. I feel like there was others like that carried a sword, and I can't remember. You know how many characters are in Smash? But I looked it up here, and it was Marth. So this whole time, that's interesting actually. It's kind of like a full circle moment that you guys just witnessed. So I've known about Marth for a long time. Don't know what he was from. I just remember the name Marth. If you hear the name Marth, I think it's going to stick with you, right? So, okay. So I remember that name. And then one of the full circle moments is I've been listening to Fire Emblem music. Not a whole lot, but here on the channel for a few years. And it's always stood out to me. It's never sounded like that to me, ever. So let me know if this is an actual Fire Emblem song. And if it is... let me know its title. Maybe it's been requested and I don't know. And if so, then I'll make up for it and do another video for it. But specifically, whenever I talk about Fire Emblem music, it's always had this very orchestral big sound. And a lot of it sounds like boss music and just really over the top. Then again, that's just could be the songs that I've heard. But then again, I remember hearing like one dubstep song, which kind of threw me for a loop. But I've never heard it go like this, you know. But it's Smash. So Smash seems to kind of, you know, celebrate these soundtracks. So they just do whatever they want. So I'm going to go ahead and say that if this song does exist, like I said, I'm pretty sure Smash is all remixes, then it doesn't sound like that. You know what I mean? It probably doesn't have the castanets or the acoustic guitar. It's probably just a dun 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 dun. So let me know. And if it exists, then for both of these songs, actually, let me know if they exist. because I'll try to make it a habit if I listen to a Smash request, then I'll try to hear the original that it comes from, because I would like to hear that too. It's just adding more work for myself, but I'm very interested because like I know Smash does it that well, and I really want to hear like where its original source comes from. Anyways, and then we've come full circle because now through the power of Google, I looked up what Marth looks like, and that's him. So this whole time, well, I've always known Marth, and then I've known Fire Emblem music the past 3 years, and now I know the character that's connected to. Yet, it doesn't sound like the music that I know. It's all weird. I know, random. I don't know. I've also seen some footage of Fire Emblem, and it doesn't really look also like what I imagined it. There's like a lot of squares and kind of stuff. I thought it was like a JRPG, but I guess not. Anywho, both of these were fantastic. Awesome. It's really cool and interesting, by the way, hearing something that I'm nostalgic for, yet I know nothing about. You know what I mean? I just kind of was a fan of Smash just through passing, growing alongside video games. I don't even know what game they're on now. I know they don't do numbers or what the name of the last one I remember was Ultimate, but that was a while ago, so I don't know if there's been something new. Anywho, thank you to the requesters. That was awesome. Let me know if these songs exist. And I asked a lot of questions here, but yeah, there's a lot I don't know about Nintendo. Go figure. Thank you to Ahmed and Tony Dan. Thank you to all the requesters you see here. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. Take it easy.